Listen, seeing you got ritualistic, cleansing my soul of addiction for now, cause I'm falling apart.
Hi guys, welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new here. And if you are new here, please take a moment of your time and hit that subscribe button. Also hit the notification bell so that you can be notified every time I post a new video. I always see a lot of questions about how to properly take care of yourself during the time of the month, ways to relieve pain, and ways to deal with PMS symptoms. So today we're talking about all things period. So first things first, let's talk about PMSing. PMS stands for premenstrual syndrome. So it's a combination of symptoms that occur in women, and it's typically between the ovulation and the period time. So the symptoms can include mood swings, food cravings, bloating, headaches. We know the symptoms, right? I usually experience PMS the week before I get my period, all throughout till the day my period ends. And what I experience headaches, I experience food cravings, mood swings. I am easily irritable at this point. I normally have anxiety, but in this period, my anxiety is heightened. So the way I try to deal with this is I'll go for a walk. I take many walks just to calm myself down. I'm heavy on the self-love. Get myself some flowers, get myself a gift that's gonna make me feel good. You know, stuff like that. Meditation also helps for some people. Just anything to help yourself calm down at this point, do it. It's good for you. So next up, let's talk about hormonal acne. Hormonal acne is basically what it sounds like. It's acne that comes because of hormones fluctuating, which may trigger excessive sebum production, which then leads to clogged pores. Most people get them on their cheeks or in their chin. You know, I know some people that get them on their forehead and all that. I usually just get them on both my cheeks. And basically what I do to try and avoid that, I'll be heavy on the skincare. You know, get yourself a nice face mask, get your skin the good stuff. But what may trigger hormonal acne also is if you don't eat healthy. It's very easy during this time of the month to go overboard with sugary stuff, with fizzy drinks, with all the greasy food, because we do crave them. So I'd say just try and balance that out, because that type of food may actually bring about the acne or make it worse. Also, let's try and drink a lot of water. We need to stay hydrated. And yeah, that's it. Let's talk about hygiene. We all know that during the time of the month, you're feeling a little bit more self-conscious. You're thinking about it a lot. So here's a few things that I use that help me stay and feel fresher, during the period. We all have our different products. Some people use tampons, some people use pads, some people use a menstrual cup, and some people just free flow. But yeah, I'm a tampon girly myself, and I used to use pads when I was younger, but as soon as I got older and more active, I leaned towards on tampons. But whatever you use, just make sure that it's clean and it's unscented, because you do not want to mess with the pH down there. So I personally love the Kotex brand for my tampons. However, when I did use pads, I used to use the Always brand. I always felt that was more comfortable for me. At the end of the day, it's all up to you and your body. It's all about comfort. So whatever product you use, just make sure that you're comfortable in it and you're free with it. You understand? Because like I said, you're very self-conscious during the time, and sometimes it happens that a period might come out of the blue. You understand? Especially if you don't have a regular cycle. I do have a regular cycle, but if you don't, sometimes the period comes and you're not expecting it, and for this I always have an emergency period bag or a period pack with me. So in this pack I usually have like 2 tampons, a pad, a couple of panty liners, some painkillers, also because I have severe cramps when I do get my period. So that do helps a lot, because in terms of emergency you're always sorted. If you're not really sure when your period comes, if you're not regular, I'd recommend using a period tracker app. The app that I use personally is called Flow. It's a period tracker app, and I used to heavily rely on this app when I was irregular. It'll tell you when your period is coming. It tells you when you might be experiencing PMS symptoms. It shows you how you can deal with your emotions. And what's great about the app is that it's got a anonymous chatting section where women all over the world can chat about their period, your PMS symptoms, emotions that you go through. It's also got stuff like sex tips and all that, pregnancy, if you want to be pregnant. It's good for all women stuff. So I would highly recommend you try or any other period tracking app that you're comfortable with. So yeah. Another thing that I love about the app is, when it notifies you when your period is coming. So a few days before my period comes, I do get a notification on the app. And what I do is I start wearing panty liners just in case of early leakage, just to be clean, just to be safe all the time. And when my period does come, I always make sure that I do change out my products every 3 to 4 hours, more regularly, just to make sure that I don't have any unsettling odors, or I don't feel, dirty. I feel clean and fresh all the time. Another thing about hygiene, just make sure that you're bathing every single day. Bath 2 times a day if you can. It's very important to feel fresh during this time, to feel clean, because you don't want to be feeling dirty, and then you're just gonna get more self-conscious, and you're just going, like, your self-esteem is just not going to be high, you understand? So yeah. Last but not least, let's talk about pain. I am one of those girlies who are very unlucky and experience severe cramping, severe symptoms. I do have cramping in my abdominal areas, so much so that sometimes I'm basically paralyzed. Trust me, there's been days where I've been on the floor for hours, on a cold tiled floor for hours, not knowing what to do with my body. It's the best position. It hurts. My pains have gotten a little bit better over the years. I've tried some things that have worked for me, and I'm gonna share them with you today. First things first, heat really helps with, relieving the tensions in the muscles. So what I do is I like taking warm baths. Sometimes they're pretty warm, close to hot. It really helps with relieving the tension, the pain for a little bit. Having a hot water bottle helps. And I really do love using period pain heating pads. So what this is, it's basically a hot water bottle for on the go. It's a tiny little patch that you put in your abdominal area or wherever your pain is, and it releases heat. I think it's air activated, so as soon as you put it on your body, it starts heating, and it works perfectly. Something that works is also a weighted blanket if you have one, but if you don't have one, what I used to like to do is to put a lot of pillows on my stomach area, or not even pillows, just something heavy that's gonna, create tension in the body. It helps a lot. I don't know exactly what it does, but putting something heavy on my stomach relieves some of my pain. And then also movement. For me, it's either I am moving or I am staying very still. So with movement, I'd say take walks, don't go too fast, but don't go too slow. I don't know, you'll see what works for your body, man. But taking a walk really helps. And yeah, obviously, pain medication cannot not be on the list. With whatever pain medication you use, basically The brand is up to you. Like with a period product, as long as it's good for your body and it reacts well to your body, you can use that pain medication. That's pretty much it, guys. I really hope I could give you some tips and products that you could use during the time of the month. Let me know if you enjoyed this video, and let me know if you have more hacks, you know, that people can use. I'll see you guys in the next video. Don't forget to like, comment, and if you haven't subscribed, please do subscribe. It helps a lot for my channel. And yeah, see you guys in the next video. Bye.